Yo guys, so in this video we're going to be doing a free TradingView tutorial. Okay, so I'm literally going to go over how to set your TradingView up so it will look like this end product over here. So we can make it, looking like this, and we have all our tools under here and all of that. So we're going to get straight into it. How can we do that? Oh, we do it, Luca. Okay, let's get straight into it. So you're going to first off, obviously, go on Google or whatever you use, type in TradingView, bang. And then as soon as you click on it, it will ask you to make an account. Just sign in with your Google account or something like that, and then you'll have this screen just here. Okay, now at the top you have your products. I've never ever touched that, never will. The only thing I have done is pricing, and I would recommend anyone who's actually willing to get into trading, you getting the essential plan is like, if you pay monthly, it's like 15. I think it comes up to 17 quid a month because of tax. But if you pay annually, it's a little bit cheaper. You save like a little bit. You save £24 a year. It's not much, okay? But that one's kind of a must. All the others you don't really need, right? But this one I would definitely recommend getting that one. So that's that. You have calendars here, and this is like economic calendar, so you can see when the news is coming out. Like exactly, you got a CPQ and all these fucking things. But again, I didn't use that. I more so use what we call Forex Factory. This tells me like the kind of thing is here. So we got the final GDP of the year today. Anyway, moving on. Right, next is anything else don't need to go. Community. This is where you can kind of get trading ideas from other people. Again, I wouldn't they don't like bad analyses from what I can see from this, and I think but me personally, it actually played out, this idea. Is that right? There's no way. Okay, anyway, I'm getting carried away. So you can get you can see loads of different trading ideas from here. I've never used this, never will. Indicators and strategies, people just doing things, whatever. And then markets, entire world. And you got your indices, so the S&P, Nasdaq, Dow, and thingy, all of that just there. News, again, don't really need to look at that. Brokers, if you want to connect to your broker that you trade with straight onto the platform, so you can just trade on TradingView. You can, they offer loads of brokers, and then some more stuff. So once you get your TradingView, I want you to search anything that you want to trade. So for example, we'll go for GBP USD. Okay, and you can just search up any pair that you're going to trade. GBP USD, you can search up, I don't know, Euro JPY, any pair will come up on here. And just make sure that the broker you're using correlates to the one that you're picking. So if you're using Awanda as a broker, then you pick the Awanda one. If you're using Forex.com as a broker, you pick the Forex.com one. That's kind of what you need to do. So, and then all you're going to do, you're going to click launch chart, and it will come up with something like this. This is something that you're probably familiar seeing, right, on charts and on videos. Stuff like this, right? So on here, okay, we need to clean it up because we've got loads of shit that we don't want. Now if you go to the right hand side, you have your watch list details. So this is where all of the pairs that you kind of put on your watch list will be, and next to it you can kind of click on it, and that will create a, you can list them. So you go here, watch list, open lists, red list, and then the ones that you highlight will be in your red lists. Or if you want to go let's say Euro JPY, I want to put that on the blue list, then I click on it, and that's where the basic one's a bit shit because you can't do that, right? So you need essential. Alright, so how do we clean this up? So that's where your watch list is going to be. All the pairs that you highlight will be in this zone here. If you scroll down, you have all of this. I've never looked at that, never will. I look at the price, obviously the percentage is up, but anything else, not bothered. Here you have alerts. So if you tap on an alert, so if you have your crosshair, and then on the right of it you got this little plus sign just here, you click on that, add alert, you now have an alert. So when price comes back down here, it'll alert you, and then on the alert page it will have it there. Okay, and you can delete it, do whatever, right? Really self-explanatory. Here, data window, we've never looked at this ever. This is pretty cool, but we'll get on to that in a minute. Ideas, don't look at this, don't look at this, don't look at this. The only ones that I'm looking at, see, this is what I mean, it just takes you to random shit. The only ones that I would look at, pick the wrong one, is the watch list one and the alerts, and then that kind of fold one. Okay, everything else not really looking at. So how do we you know, clean this up? Because you can trade like this with a grid and all that shit with this shit, but we don't want to. You look like a rookie, right? So first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna double tap on this kind of these bars here. Double tap on it, and you can. In fact, no, you're not. You're gonna right click on it, okay, and you're gonna click remove, and that will get rid of it. So you don't need to double tap. Just right click on it. Next, okay, is the background. How do we change this? Because, you know, some people have black charts, some people have, you know, different kind of charts. You're going to right click and you're going to go to settings and canvas, okay? Now on the canvas, you can pick a solid or a gradient. We'll go solid for now, and then whatever color you pick, it will go to. So if I click blue, it will go to blue. Red thingy, and then on gradient, obviously it's a little bit different. You choose two kind of colors that will mix them together, which is, you know, pretty cool. Again, never used it. You can have a pure black background. People kind of trade with this one. Okay, a little bit more gray. Completely up to you again. Me personally, I have white backgrounds. Okay, so my solid is going to be white, and that's that. Now, if you want to get rid of these lines, these grid lines, where it says grid lines, just simply none. And now you've got a solid background, and you can see how much clearer it is now because you're just looking at the chart, right? You're not looking at anything else. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to double tap on our candlesticks, okay, and we're going to turn all of them off. You're probably thinking, but no, I don't have anything, okay. And the reason we're doing this is to get rid of what we call gaps. And you see these gaps here on the in price. We want to get rid of this, okay. These gaps here can, you know, really mess you up in the charts because you don't know where price is, and it's when you're analyzing a lot, the gaps get in the way. So I'm going to give you some source. You're going to double click on it and get rid of all of that just there. Okay, now you have fuck all. Now if you do want the gaps and you don't mind them, that is fine. And the way you edit your candlesticks is double clicking on them and just changing the colors like this. Okay, so you can do red and blue, red and blue. I always have my borders black, me personally, and my wicks always black. It just makes price stand out a little bit more. You can tell the difference. If I have no borders on, you can tell the difference, right? So that's if you want to just use them. I'm not going to. I'm going to show you how I use it. That's the whole point of this video. I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to get rid of all of this. Okay. Next is indicators. Now, what in your indicators, you have so many different things. There's thousands of indicators, right? And the only ones that I use are no gaps candlesticks. So let's do that one. So you're going to type in no gaps candlesticks, and it's this top one here. Okay, you're going to click on it and star it, have it as a favorite. And now we got some candlesticks, and where have the gaps gone? The gaps are gone. Can you see how we just got rid of the gaps? Really simple, right? There was a big gap here, we got rid of it, so it's all sorted. And then if you want to change the colors, just double click on them and change the colors. I'm going to do it how I kind of do it. So I'm going to go with blue and red. And if you want to change the colors of the red, you can click on the plus sign and make it a little bit darker, or whatever. You want to make the blue a little bit brighter, you can do it like that. Wicks, I'm going to take them to black, and borders, I'm going to have it as black. So now I've got my charts again, and it's the exact same thing with the normal candlesticks, except we have got rid of the gaps. There's 0 gaps on this chart now. Okay, no gaps whatsoever, so we know where price clearly is. So that's helpful, right? So you've got your kind of canvas that you're going to be charting on sorted. You've got your candlesticks, you've got your solid background, and like I said, if you want to change it, you can click settings, and you can kind of change the color from there, whatever kind of floats your boat. I know some people have that gray on. It looks shit to me, so I have it on white. Now to save this as a template, right click, click chart template, save as, and name it YouTube /course example. Boom. Okay, and then if you changed I don't know, let's say you changed this one day and you wanted something else. Let's say you wanted a gray thingy like that, and then you trade on this for a bit and you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to change it again. You go to chart templates and it will just take you to the original. Okay, so that's how you set up your charts to look kind of like mine. Next is another indicator I use. So indicator, click on it, and I'm going to type in EMA. Okay, or not EMA, I'm going to type in moving average exponential, this one here. And you can favorite it just by clicking on the start, and that is going to add, I don't think I clicked something there, that is going to add an indicator. Yeah, it's going to add the EMA. Okay, just there. So now you've got a squiggly line on your chart. Double click on it, go to inputs, and turn this to a 50 with a close on, and then that one can stay on none. And that is the EMA I use. Again, if you want to change the way it looks, you click on style. You can have it a little bit thicker. I know I have mine like that. I have mine on the blue. Okay, and I have my blue all the way up there. Okay, and you can change the thickness depending on how you like to view it. You can, you know, do loads of different things. You price lines, step, like you can fucking have it as crosses. You could, yeah, have it whatever. I keep it online. So that is how I basically set my trading view up, just like that. And now I have a base canvas, right? I have my charts, I have my EMA, and I have everything else. Okay, now let's go onto how we can get our tools sorted. So on the left hand side are all of your tools, and next to each kind of section there's a little arrow you can click, and on there it's going to come up with things. So I have a cross right now. You see my cursor's a cross. You can have it as a dot, or you can have it as just your, you know, your kind of arrow, okay, your mouse cursor, or you can erase in case you drew things, right? But I'm going to keep mine as a cross because it lets me go a little bit more precise, right? The arrow one is okay as well. They're both pretty cool. Me personally, I just have mine as a cross, a bit more precise because I have the chart lines and stuff like that, right? Next is your lines. This is going to have all of your lines in, okay? You have a trend line like that, but you can draw your trend lines, and the way you do it, you click on it and then just click one place to another, boom. You have your rays, okay, which are weird. You got info lines, so you can drag it and it's going to tell you some information. Never use that, never will use that. Extended line, again, never use that, will never use it. Trend angle, it's going to tell you the angle. We never use that, never will. Horizontal line, I use that. So if you click it, okay, it will draw a line across the entire chart, okay, all the way until you are finished, right? So there's that. I will use that one. And horizontal ray, I use that one. That's like a halfway line depending on where you click it. So if I wanted a line from the right to just here, I click it and it's going to do it right there. So they're just for your shorter lines. Now, the way in which you can get your toolbar, just like I did in this example here, how I've got a little toolbar, okay, is by going to whatever you want and just clicking the star, and I'll add it to your toolbar. So me personally, I do trend line, horizontal line, horizontal ray, and that's all of my lines. And you guys can kind of experiment with what you use just there, and it's going to be up here. Next is this one here. This is going to be your Fibonacci stuff. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but you have loads of different things here that you're never going to use. Me personally, I use Fibonacci retracement, but you'll have to watch the courses to understand how to use that. And I'll just star that there. Next is your patterns. Only pattern I use is head and shoulders, so I just star that. Next is your long positions. So, you know, whenever you're entering a trade, you can click your long position, boom, boom, boom. Okay, you place the middle bit right here at where you've entered. So if I enter right here, the middle bit goes there. You extend your green bit to your take profit. So if your take profit's just up here, you can have your take profit there, and then you place your bottom of the red bit at your stop loss, okay, where you'd be wrong, right? So that is your long position. And same thing with the short position. Exact same thing but reversed, right? So I star both of them, and anything out of that I don't really star, except maybe sometimes a projection, okay? Not projection, wrong one, sorry, I'm tweaking. Forecast, okay? Sometimes I'll try and forecast, you know, when price is gonna get to a certain point or not. Okay, so that's that. Next is your brushes and stuff like that. So when these are the main ones you're going to be using, right? A brush, very simple. You can draw squiggly lines. You can change the color by clicking on the pencil, changing the color, changing the thickness. You know, you can delete it by just clicking on there. and you know, clicking like that. So that's your brush, you'll use that. So highlight that, highlight it, never used it. Arrow marker, this is like an arrow, but like a big one, you know, you're never going to use that, it's really obnoxious. And another small arrow, you'll never use that either. You have other ones, you have rectangles, these ones are pretty good, so I use these all the time. You just can drag them out. So for example, if I click on it, start here, and I can just draw a rectangle with my cursor. The way in which you can change the color of it, double click on it, and then you can change the color to however you want. So the border, I believe I have it as what do I have it as, something like that, and then the inside something like that. Something like that. Okay, and you can just change it to how you want, change the opacity of the kind of stuff just like that. Okay, so that will kind of get you to how I have it. I mean, if you look back at how I actually have it, I have mine like that. Okay, so I've got a border, that color, background, that color. Okay, so just whatever you want, and you know, you're not going to copy me exact. Sometimes you might have it border was this color, wasn't it? A little bit thingy, and then this one was that color. It still looks different, but oh well, something like that. Okay, and then you can draw, you know, drag them across, mark your zones out, or what have you. Okay, so rectangles, I would star. You'll use them a lot. Next thing you'll use is a path tool. This is my most used tool. It's like an arrow, but it's a continuous arrow. So every time you click, it creates a new one, and then double click to stop it making. So that is that. Again, if you want to change the colors or anything, guys, you simply double click on it, change the colors. You can change the thickness. Okay, really interesting. Whatever, no give a fuck. Just use that. Circles, so you start in the middle and you expand out, in or out. Again, I don't really use that. I sometimes do, but not really. So you can highlight that. And then text, if you ever want to draw, write some text, you can just type in some text, boom, 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 change the color, you know, change the font, size, stuff like that. Text is fine. And then call outs, this is the next one. It's like a speech box kind of thing. Okay. So that is that, and you guys will get the hang of it once you know, just play around with it for a bit. So callouts I definitely use. Next, emojis. You want to add some sort of fucking emoji. You lost a trade, boom, pissed off, great. Don't use them. Measure tool. You can't actually highlight this into your toolbox, but this is one's good for measuring like candlesticks. So you start at the top, you drag it down, and that number there is the pips of that candle. So it's 294 pip candle. Okay, and that is basically how you get your tools up here. Now, if you want to change the actual look of your trading view, you click on here and dark theme, yes, boom, and then remember chart template like that, and that will make it look exactly like mine. I have a dark outer line. Okay, show you on here, dark outer line, white kind of thing, so it makes you focus on there. Exactly like it is here. Okay, and if you prefer the light theme, click on the thingy, go to light theme. Bear in mind, every time you switch to dark theme, guys, it will make the entire thing dark, so that's why we save the template, right click, chart template, boom. Okay, and that's basically how I use it. If you want to add more pairs, just click on here, type in GBP USD or whatever you want, GBP USD. You can put it on your red, you can click on it, go to red list, and then on your watch list it will be there because it's your red list, right? So that's basically how you use it. You know, play around with it, draw around with it, you know, have a bit of fun. If you want to change the text color to black, then you can just by doing that. Just have a little fun, you know, play around with it, and that's basically how I use it. I would, you know, there's some other, actually, whoa, wait, almost skipped some shit. So time frames, okay, time frames you got here. This is your day, so if you click on it, it's going to show all the different time frames you can use. So if you go on the 1 second, I've not got the plan, but you can see every single candle. We've been put on the 1 minute because I've not got the 1 second plan, but every single candle is worth 1 minute. Click on it again. Every single candle, I'm guessing it's not going to let me, is it? Is worth 15 minutes. Every single candle is worth 4 hours now, so that's how you alternate your time frames. You can star these as well for the ones that you use. So I use the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 30 minute, and the 15 minute. They are the time frames that I use. So now they're all up here, so I can just quickly switch between them whenever I like. Like you said, your indicators up here. If you want to go to bar charts instead, you can, or oh no, it won't work because we've done the no gap candle, don't worry about that. Here is your saved indicator template. So if you make an indicator template, then you can save it there. Your alerts, you can just set alerts like that, or you can go to the right and click it. You got bar replay, so I don't know if I have this on the free plan, but we'll see. If you click on it, it will let you skip back in time. Yeah, so I've not got it on here, but if you upgrade your plan, it will let you. So let's say I want to back, what's it called, I've lost the word now. Back test. I want to back test. I can click on the replay, skip it back to here, and it will take me back there in time. So it's pretty useful. Again, I don't really use that shit. I've basically just shown you all the things I use here: watch list, alerts. This I do use sometimes. So if once you have all your drawings on, guys, you can click on the 2 squares here, click on them, and you can just hide some of the stuff. So if I want to hide my Fibonacci, I'll find Fibonacci, click on the hide, and it's gone. Then when I bring it back, bring it back. If I want to hide a rectangle, take it off. Hide this rectangle, take it off. Hide my arrow, take it off. So that's pretty cool. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is literally it. I've got all my time frames up here that I use. I don't know why the 1 minute and 5 minute there, but I don't use them. And if you want to take them off, you simply just untick like that. So you got your main ones there. You can have your line charts, your Heikinashis, and then obviously your main candlesticks here, which will be the no gaps candlestick indicator. Like I said, if you have any indicator things here, you just click on there. They'll be your favorited. You can add more indicators. You can go here, save indicators. If you want to save some of the boxes, you click on them like this, template, save as, and then you'll have that one forever. And if I want to change the color then to a different template I have, I can click on it just like that. Okay, I'll keep it like that for now. So that's basically TradingView in a nutshell. It's really simple to navigate, once you get the gist of it. Again, there'll be more. There's another TradingView video in the beginner course, and I think there's another one in software. So there's loads in our platform and everything there. This is obviously going for free on YouTube. So if you want to get involved in the courses, take advantage of what the students are doing and the money that they're making, and then all you got to do is stay up to date until our launch on January the 3rd. Okay, once January 3rd comes around, we'll be launching. You guys can take advantage of everything. I will show you a sneak peek, because I fucking can, of what we have in the, in fact, no, I won't. Nah, you got to wait. January the 3rd, okay, is when we launch. This was another advent calendar video. We have plenty more coming till the 24th, so 7 or 6 days left of loads of free stuff. So keep up to date with that, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.